In this practical video, we'll be looking at denial of service attacks and how we can replicate a denial of service attack using two programs. We'll be using DOS HTTP as well as the hping3 command from Linux. Uh, I'm having two machines right now. I'm having my victim machine that is running on an IP of .24, and I'm having a Ubuntu Linux machine that is running on an IP of .25. So what I'll be trying to do is we'll be trying to perform a DOS attack using hping3 from the Ubuntu machine onto my Windows machine. For the sake of explanation, what I'm doing, I'm keeping Wireshark running. So as we perform the different commands, Wireshark will show different sort of commands coming up over here. So if hping3 needs to be installed first, you can install hping3 by using a sudo apt-get install command. If I do hping3 help, right, so if I go to see the hping command, I have a lot of switches which can be used for it. So let's say if I want to specify the number of packets, I can use the -c and specify the count over there. If I want to specify the IP address, the basic usage is hping3 space the IP address or the URL and the different option over there. Let's say I want to send 5 packets and I want to do a sync flag type of flooding over there. So basic hping3 192.168.0.24 -c, and I want to send it 3 packets, and I want to set the syn flag set. When I run this command, it will show that cannot open raw socket. So what needs to be done is this command needs to be run as a sudo type of mode. Alright, so I've sent 3 packets with the -s flag set. If I go back into Wireshark, dot source equal to 192.168.25. I can see over that they have 3 packets which are come from .25, which is having the synchronous flag set. If I expand the packet based information, I can see that the source port is 1874, and I can see the acknowledgement number. I can see the flag that was set, that is 0x00, that is the S1 flag set. Now let's do a modification. If I want to target a specific port, I can use the -p and the port number command. If I'm targeting port number 80, I'll specify -p80. Let's see if this shows me the output. Sorry. I'll restart the capture and I will send the packets again. Alright, you will see that it is sending packets with the syn flag set. Now because the packets are coming with the syn flag set and I am not running any sort of software on port number 80, am I running? Let's just check. It's running IS on the, let's just say I will put the IS off. Now I'll send the packets again. Okay, because IS was running and because port 80 was available, when the synchronous flag when the synchronous flag hit my machine, a synchronous flag was sent, a packet with the synchronous flag was sent, and simultaneously after it, a packet with a reset flag was sent. Now, after putting IS off, it is now sending just three packets having the synchronous flag set. This is alright. This is normal packet forwarding. Now, if I want to send more amount of packets, what needs to be done is I need to specify the speed for the packet transmission. Let's say I don't want the port. If I specify an option that is fast, for example, faster flood. Flood will send packets as fast as possible. If I specify flood over here, FLOD, the hping command will be run in flood mode. One thing to notice when you're running this command, make sure that you run this command only for a few seconds, else the victim machine will start acting up. If you see over here, it has now sent 216,305 packets to the victim machine. And if you see over here, there's a large number of packets having the SYN flag set. If I go to see the packets down below, it is showing me the packet sizes increasing over there. But it is showing me the source as .25. Now, the same thing can be done if I want to perform the same operation, but I want to set that the source address from which the packet is sent becomes random. I only need to have one more switch statement added over here, that is ran.source. So by adding this ran-source option, what can be visible is that if I go and see this packet right now, you will see that the source address is changing in each packet sent over there. And the system is then trying to reply back to that IP address, but because that address doesn't exist, the reply will not reach that endpoint. If I change the flood command and if I use maybe fast or faster, the speed at which the packets are sent will change. One thing to note is that depending upon the mode, like IP or TCP, different flags will work in different options over there. In this next part of practical, we'll be looking at performing application-centric DOS attacks, and where we'll be mostly looking at the HTTP based DOS attack using a program called DOS HTTP. What I've done is on my victim machine, I'm having a website running. I'm having it running on It's running on IIS Explorer and local host. Alright, so the IIS site is running on the local host. What we'll be trying to do is we'll be trying to we'll be trying to flood this IIS, we'll be trying to flood port number 80 with different sort of data. So when I start DOS HTTP, it will ask me for a target URL. Target URL is the URL to website which you're trying to serve to. For example, this machine which I'm using is having IP of .50. So let's say HTTP 192.168.0.50. If I click on verify URL, it'll try to verify the URL and will show me if any sort of page error is showing. Currently showing page under construction. Alright, no issue. Let's say sockets I will increase to 1000, and let's say I will restart the packet capture and I will click on start flood. When I click on start flood, it will start running the attack onto that machine over there. So if I go to see breakdown, if I drill down by the IP source, what I can see is I can see there's a lot of these there are around 5,000 or so packets which were sent from the attacker machine to this victim machine. These are all packets which are having a synchronous flag set, and these were all targeted to the destination machine port number 80. If I go to see in the header of the packet, I can see that it is using TCP. The source port was 1302 and it is using destination port as 80. When we talk about sockets in DOS HTTP, those sockets is meaning that a different port number. Like if you go to see here, the source port number is incrementing by 147 to 1247, 1248, 249, 250, and so on and so forth, and it is all targeting the port number 80. So when it is targeting a single port, this is called as doing a DOS attack on an application, or doing we are doing an HTTP based DOS attack. If I try to expand the header more, I can see the synchronous flag has been set. I can see different information such as what is the window size, what is the source port, what is the destination port. If I look into IP, I can see that this was sent from .24, destination was said to be as .50. What is the window size, what is the stream length, what is the header length, what is the version. So using IP version 4 over there.